Hey everybody, it's Steve with Three Fat Truckers. We're down here at the Louisville, Kentucky Match Show 2024. Sitting here, two of my best buds, Dave and Bill. How we doing, boys?
Fantastic.
Rocking their show this week.
Oh, it's
busy.
nonstop.
Busy.
That sounded like Bill. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. We'll sell you the whole seat, but
Dollar, dollar, dollar.
Yeah.
I know how that goes.
We're sitting here with an interview with Mr. James Pretty.
This is a truck builder.
Oh, that's really your
Truck
name.
builder.
Pretty.
Yes, that is.
Oh,
It wasn't titty, it was pretty.
okay, I'm with you now. I'm
Okay.
picking up
So,
what you're putting down.
what do we build? Custom trucks?
Well, what we basically do is we go out in the woods, we find trucks that have been left to rot and die for 30 years. We fall in love with them, we buy them, we bring them back home, and we make them roadworthy.
Now, are these semis,
Yep.
pickups? What?
Well, it started off as just a pair of cab overs, and it turned into 13 different trucks. We got Kenworths and Freightliners and Marmon and Ford.
Autocar?
No auto yet. But it's on the list.
Rio?
Huh?
Diamond Rio?
No, my dad had a Rio,
Emeryville?
but nope, not at Emeryville. Basically, just
Well, they're screwing
Hold on.
his whole gig up.
No,
ain't
he gets his heart on when he sees these pictures of the Dodge Ram semis.
Yeah.
okay.
we? No, it's the Bighorn.
Bighorn, yeah.
1973 through 75 Dodge
That's
Bighorn.
your
Where
favorite?
you
That is
where you
the
see
one.
where you see a semi that's got a Dodge emblem
Yep,
on it.
yep.
Yeah.
They only made them. They actually only made
Well, you think back about it,
570 of
there
them.
was the old they had GMC, Ford.
Yeah.
Right.
They all got bought
You
out.
never
by-
heard about Dodge that much.
No, Dodge only did it for 3 years.
Yeah.
And they made them goofy, I don't know what you call them, conventionals, that you could literally walk up to the side, pull the lever down, and the whole fender and the side open right up.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
And then they shut, you to check the oil and everything, just open it up on the side. So
Well,
brought
you
that-
mentioned, go
they-
ahead, go ahead.
They brought that back for a little while with that Century class there at the, I want to say 99, 2000, somewhere around in there. And then the cab over thing just kind of.
I'm betting that this
disappeared.
picture here might be one of your trucks or not. It was at the Wildwood Truck Show a few years back.
Oh no, that's a
That-
nice truck.
That's
That
a
is a nice
Marmon
truck.
there.
Yeah.
I love that truck.
Yeah, I do have available.
Did you see that one?
Yeah, I have available that exact truck with the colors reversed.
Really?
Been in the woods for about 25 years. It's rough.
That one
But
was
it's
so
all
clean you
there.
could eat off of
Yeah,
anything.
I've seen.
That was down there at Wildwood
Right.
at the truck show.
there's
Yeah.
my truck.
Wow.
That's an old Dodge Bighorn.
Wow. That's
Called a
cool.
Dodge Bighorn.
Yeah, I can
And
see.
they-
I
and
can see it. I can see
It's
falling in
just
love with
old school, you know.
that, right?
It was right when it first
So
came
how
out with the square
custom?
headlights.
How custom do you go? Do you
I don't-
fabricate stuff,
I don't. I'm a jack of all, master of none.
or do you like making stuff back to original?
Back to original. I don't do anything
I like that.
crazy. I just
Yeah.
get the
I
thing
like-
back to road.
Well, I like looking at custom stuff, and when I go to truck shows, if something really catches my eye, this caught my eye for the idea where you can see inside the fuel tank.
Yeah, I've seen that, and it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the hood too, he has it on the radiator.
Yep.
There, and that truck was just amazing.
You know, if I did that to my fuel tanks, it'd be all
It leaked.
black and
Yeah.
nasty in there because they're old.
Yeah.
They're old, but yeah, that's super cool.
But I like seeing that custom stuff.
Yeah.
Like
I
that.
love it when you bring old. I follow a few YouTubers doing it. Now I got another one
Right.
that I can follow. But I watch one guy does tractors and cars, and he does farming, and he's trying to farm with all stuff he finds junk. And
Right?
it's pretty funny
That's
watching
cool.
him do that. But
Who is it?
junkyard, something. No, Mike, remember?
Yeah. That's all right. You can tell me afterwards.
Yeah, I have to think about it. I have to look it up.
I like custom trucks. Well, a friend of ours, old Bubba, was here last year with the one that they built. I think he's already sold it. Said on Facebook he sold it. It was a big red Pete where it had the custom mirror brackets made out of the square steel, where it was actually put in and twisted and made and then chrome.
Right.
That was just beautiful.
Well, we were just sitting here talking about. Remember the old days? Go in, pull the truck in the drop, pull it in the garage service, and jack the cab up. He's got a boom box in the bunk right through the front
Yep,
winch.
right
You got to
through the
put a
windshield.
windshield in the damn
Yep.
thing.
Yep. Got to zip that curtain shut.
Yep.
Keep all that stuff in the sleeper. Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Well, I drove a Harvester that didn't have a sleeper. It was a day cab, just like that. And I used a single axle, and I was working for Omnisource, and I'd swear up and down I was going to hit the brake. It was just going to go because it was taller than it was shorter.
I've tried it. It won't go.
Nope.
I feel that first 4 inches it moves makes your butthole pucker. I'll
That
tell you
is
right
true.
now.
And then I got the GMC Astra where everybody could watch me play with my balls while I was driving down the road.
No, that was
It
the
ain't all glass up there.
that was when it was them new Volvos come out and the windows went down
Yeah.
and that big windshield across. Like, well, can't drive naked no
Yeah,
more. You
yeah,
know.
no more naked trucking.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
had to
So
put
you-
pants on.
What year Marmon and stuff?
So the Marmon's actually my wife's. It's a 1989. It's a 57P Aero, so it's got that square kind
Yep.
of Aerodyne.
I had a
Right.
buddy that had a purple one with
Yeah.
yellow stripe.
It's going to be a nice truck. It was a log hauler, so it's pretty beat up. But you know, we
That's
did-
all you got in
Yeah,
Georgia, isn't it?
yeah, they've all been loggers. Yep. But it's a good looking truck.
How do you get away with one strap across the front and back?
Well, you know, supposedly that stuff's heavy and that bark is sticky, so they don't ever come off.
Okay.
There sure are a lot of
That's when you-
damaged
that's when
papers
you-
on gloves.
That's when you see them chunks of bark on the side of the road.
Yeah, I sit there and amazed me. I'm like, and he's got the little flag on the back dragging the ground. The
Yeah.
cop just looked the other way.
Yeah, you know, you got to keep America moving.
That's right. We got to
That's
keep.
how we do her down there.
That's right. We keep.
Yep.
People don't realize how much wood and paper come out of
Yep.
there.
I mean,
Oh,
when I was a kid, I don't want to go on a long story. When I was a little kid, my granddaddy's bait and tackle shop is where I live now, and I grew up listening to Detroit's hit the Jake brakes to make that corner, and it was all log trucks, and that's where it came from.
Yep. That's funny because that first harvester I had a 238 Detroit with a 10-speed in it, and that
them
sucker
things
was
was the cackliest friggin'
so
motor.
loud.
They just noise.
But the old good fun days. So
So what do we got on? Yes, some other ones you've done there, as far as
Anything here?
models and years.
So I started with two K100 big bunk flat top 83 models. I got a 85 Aerodyne 8B92 13 speed. I got a 89 Freightliner cab over, and it's a queen bunk, so it's
it's the longer.
and a
Well, yeah,
half,
yeah.
it's a little bit
It's
bigger.
got the dual handles on.
Yep,
Yep.
yep. And then I got a 84, which is just a regular small bunk Freightliner cab over. I got a 80 CLT 9000 Fiona. She's the 4-corner airbag
Mm-hmm.
cab.
Oh, the Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can sit in it. Yeah, I
Those
remember.
are freaky,
Yep.
man.
And that truck hates me. A couple of them have tried to kill me, but that truck hates me.
Oh,
I've
that
got
is too good.
I got the 89 Marmon. I got a 1992 and a 1994 FLD. One's a flat top, 60-inch. The other one's a condo. It's a weird truck for me to collect, but it's a good buddy of mine's truck, and I did him a favor, and he did me a favor. A couple of 12.7 Detroits. I got the L9000 Aeromax.
the 12?
12.7.
Okay.
12.7 to 60
Yeah.
series. I got that L9000 Aeromax 94. That truck's name is 11. All my trucks are named.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, good time.
This is good.
They're all named. Are that women's names or
Most of them, yeah.
Yeah.
So let me see if I
nothing
can,
like a
let me
woman
see if I can do it.
scorn? Is that what it does?
So it's Trisha and Crystal, Fiona, Dolores, Candy, Marla,
Know that one.
People always
Black Betty.
tell stories about Dolores.
Black Betty is the Marmon, and then I needed to not have so many trucks, so the next three are just numbers: 11, 12, and 13.
11, 12, and
Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
You need to find you an old Brockway with a
I'm looking.
V12 in it,
I'm looking.
with the setback front axle.
I'm looking. Believe me. The 1271.
Yes.
I'm a Detroit fan. I've never had a 1271. I think they're underpowered, but they're super cool.
They are underpowered,
and I am looking.
but that's because they don't have the supercharger on. it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you could.
And they didn't put the only time they only put superchargers in 1271s in a boat. They didn't put none in a truck.
You could put a marine engine.
Yeah.
We're not afraid.
Nope.
Well, I had a marine engine in my truck.
Yeah, he had a tugboat engine in his, one of them 800 horse cats. And what was yours? A 20 or 19?
2018 glider kit that they built.
Yeah, and then they got a tugboat out, threw it in there, and he all heavy.
C18,
15.
just a 15, 800 horsepower. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, just a bit.
When you pop the, I'll show you a picture. When you pop the hood, it's just there's no extra bullshit. Motor, turbo.
Turbo.
Yep.
No extra hoses, no extra wiring, no extra bullshit.
Yep.
And
Put
still
enough
got
injector in there.
8.5 miles to the gallon if he is empty. I used it to pull low boy uphold equipment, excavators, and stuff.
Heavy hauling, and
do that good. I never did understand.
because you're not working.
Because it was breathe, it could
Yeah.
breathe. It
Yeah.
had
And
straight
if you
pipes
ain't-
on it.
They don't
straight
realize
7
if
or
you-
8 7-inch pipes. And
so many years they bought them silver 92.6
Right.
Detroits and put them in all these fleet trucks,
was it.
and then goes, well, we got to slow them down or turn them down to get. You're trying to move. You got 100 horse. You're trying to move 80,000 with 110 horse.
Never did understand that thinking. Turn down the motor to get better
Yeah.
fuel mileage.
And everybody is. They're looking at Steve's phone, and nobody else can see what's going on.
Oh, yeah, there we
That's
go.
what-
We're hoarding it, okay?
Showing him that motor. But yeah,
so I can get on YouTube and I can go see everything we're talking about.
I have 406 videos out right now.
Okay.
And
So what are you doing?
Only-
What are you doing in your spare
just
time?
406.
yeah, in my spare time, I'm a full-time international cargo pilot.
Okay.
I'm a captain on a 777.
Okay.
I fly
So you're a freight hauler still.
Yep. And I used to fly the 7.4,
Now-
which was an 18-wheeler, but I stepped back to a 16-wheeler on the 777.
Okay.
Yep. And that's what I do for my normal job.
As a normal, the one that pays the insurance.
Yeah, the one that takes care of the trucks.
Yeah. Yeah. The
Yeah.
one that pays the
Yeah.
insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this truck that's on my back, Crystal, that's the 1983 K100C,
Mm-hmm.
flat top, big bunk.
K100. Does it have the solid windshield or is it split?
It's split.
Which one has the solid?
I don't know that any. I don't know that.
No, that was
I think
Peterbilt.
yeah.
Peterbilt did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kenworth.
Yeah, because they run the 3 wipers
Yep.
and it was Peterbilt.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Like air.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I
this-
love the. Yeah.
Yeah, so this truck came with a 3406A 350 and a 13
Right.
speed. I cobbled in a 12 V92 Detroit, and I tried so hard to make it fit under the cab. I had it in there sideways, crooked.
Well, Detroit,
leaning,
you could do that with
Yeah.
them.
but I couldn't get that thing to fit in the truck, so I scrapped the idea last year, and this year I put a 5EK in it, so I switched it from the mechanical truck to electric truck.
Right.
Got a standalone harness, got that thing running recently, and hopefully have her driving on a video in the next month or so.
Well, I'm gonna have to get on here and check this out.
Yeah, check it
I
out.
know my brother will be all over it as soon as I tell him.
Hey, look, I'm a mechanic. I'm not a cameraman, and I'm
Right.
not an editor. My stuff might be a little boring at times, where I left the camera over there and I was working over here,
Yeah.
so you can't see. You know, I'm not a professional.
Why isn't she out there
Yeah.
holding the camera?
Yeah. Well, you know, she's got her own stuff to do.
She got a
let me
real
tell you.
job.
Let me
She
tell
got-
you why. It's the same way when you was a kid working with your dad. Okay. Now hold on. Hear me out.
I feel ya.
When you're just learning out in the garage with your dad and he's laying under the car, give me a Phillips screwdriver, and you're like, oh, what the fuck that is? That ain't it, goddamn! And throw that son of a bitch and give me a 9/16, and you look through there and give him a half. I said, and he's just cussing, chewing your ass, and you're looking at that floor jack thinking,
Yeah.
prison or college? So
Yep. I feel
Prison
ya.
or college.
prison or college? Yeah.
Well, she has her own truck. The Black Betty the Marmon is her project.
Okay, I want to hear more
Let me
about
see your
this
fingernail.
fishing stuff. Is the fishing stuff all went away?
Fishing.
Yeah, didn't you say you moved in your grandpa's?
my granddaddy's bait and tackle shop. It's been closed for
You ain't got a hook or two
35
left?
years. No, you know why I have the worst luck when it comes to fishing? I've actually had people come to my boat and say, please leave the lake so the rest of us can. Because I'm bad luck. No fish bite. No fish bite if I'm on the water. It's the way it is.
Okay.
Messed up.
That is so wrong in so many ways. But
Trying to have a tournament, get off the lake. Okay.
I'm just trying to throw his body over the side.
yeah, give me in it. I just can't get seem to found it in an old truck. I don't know.
So, what is the weirdest thing you've ever found in an old truck? Because I'm sure when you get them, you got to clean them out.
I don't even want to say.
Well, we want you to stay.
So the
Use
one of the
rubber
worst
stuck to the
things-
back
yeah,
wall or
there's some
something?
Crazy nasty stuff in there, dude. Like I don't even know. Like, can't you just throw away the garbage once in a while? I don't get it. But anyways, I found one truck, Franny. Was it Franny or X? It was X. It's a classic. 94 classic. I forgot to mention X.
Yeah.
She's gonna be mad. There was two
I won't tell her.
5-gallon buckets full of rat poo wedged along the wall behind the seat. They filled a full 5-gallon bucket on both sides. And when I put a trap in that, after I got it all cleaned up, put a trap in, I got me a rat about this long.
So that was his truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd been
Yeah.
living in that truck with the window down, with
Yeah.
the sun coming, the morning sun coming through the window and glistening off the nastiness in the truck
Yeah.
for like 8 years. And
So he was sitting there shitting
yeah,
down the
he
damn
had
thing.
done it up, yeah. But we have found some crazy stuff. And I'm a weird guy, right? So like if I
Well,
find
you're with
clothes-
us, so
yeah,
I.
right.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
if I find clothes in there, like I found these old overalls for when your truck broke down, you throw your overalls on. And I wore those things on like 5 videos while I was pressure washing. And finally they ripped out on me.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's some cool shit.
I would do that. I'm not.
Cassette tape, Merle Haggard.
Yeah.
Man, I found so many Merle Haggard cassette tape. Crazy.
Well, that's what it was back in the day.
Well, that and my dad listened to the Truck and Bozo.
I had a buddy I used to work with. He used to run the shop for Ryder before he started driving, was a mechanic. And he'd do company trucks, and they'd do the service and fix repairs, get rode up. And they had a truck in there that 2 lesbians had been running for, I don't know, 6-8 months.
How do you know they were just good friends?
Oh, no.
It could have been just
Wait till the end of the
Could've been
story.
Just good friends.
Oh,
They were talking, they needed something fixed in the bunk. So they went back there to try and get the mattress up and get underneath. And they went back there, and there's all these double dongers laying everywhere. And they had to call them to come remove them, 'cause
Yep.
nobody wanted to touch them.
I don't blame them. There is some wild
So
stuff.
that's some wild shit you can find in a truck.
I don't know. You just go to any damn rest park or truck stop and just look out the window at some of the shit. Some of these stupid
How many
people
bottles,
throw
piss
away.
bottles you can find?
Dude,
The old joke was, you're not a real trucker until you hit a hitchhiker with a piss bottle as you're going down the road.
no, I ain't heard that one, but
Hey, while you're on the channel later, make sure you check out Patty the Parts Truck.
Patty
Patty
the
the
part.
Cleaned out, yeah.
okay.
Patty the Parts Truck gets cleaned out, I think it's called. And you'll see Fred. Fred is about a rat about this big that jumped out while me and I got this buddy Johnny who helps me out when I need a hand. And it's a great reaction. You gotta check it out.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's the title
Do
of
we
that.
still have the rat for a
Patty
pet?
the
or
Parts
is it
No, I
gone-
think
or
Fred's
has
not
he
eaten by the cats.
deceased? Oh,
The cat's got.
Yeah.
That is
Yep.
too funny. That's too funny.
well,
Well,
cool.
I am so glad you stopped. Talk
Man,
to
I
me.
appreciate
We'll
it.
have to
Go
check
back
you
out
out.
there. Done.
See, you can actually get on screen without holding the
Yeah, I
camera.
can. It's nice.
I mean, I'd let you hold that one just so you feel at home, but you know.
I usually put mine on a tripod on the other side of the truck.
Okay, here we'll just
Not
do
really,
that.
yeah, not really sure why my videos
Yeah.
aren't doing well, but
So, yeah, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. It is what it is. So,
well, we've got like 9,000 or 9 million views in the last couple of years. We're doing okay.
well, you're doing better than
We're
us.
not a superstar, but
We're not hitting the YouTube as strong as we are the podcast, but it'll come, it'll go, it'll whatever.
We got to get more into the reels and the clip.
I got to get into the short. If we're 2 years and we're right there, and I talked to a marketing guy that if we're going to go, this is what we got, and he's like, you're there. He said we just got to do this last step. So,
yeah, I
but
did.
we're truck
did.
drivers. We work. I mean, this is a hobby.
Yeah.
There ain't. I mean, I drive 70, 75 hours a week sometimes. You know, I am.
Legally, it's only 70.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, there are times.
Just book hours. You do book hours.
Yeah, well, I have
Look
to do a
hours.
30, I do a 34 in the middle there, and I always seem to manage time them for Florida or South
It's
Texas.
weird, isn't
I
it?
don't know
It's-
why. That's the same
It's
thing
your
to
route.
do.
Yeah, it's
you know,
good.
why are you down in Milford again? And I go, I got to take a 34. You know, I'm sorry. So,
Awesome.
I live in northern Indiana. What do you expect? It's February.
Right, it's perfect. It's the perfect
So,
time.
Well, hey, we'd like to thank you for stopping by, sir. Appreciate it.
You guys be good. Right on.
have fun. Stay out of trouble and don't.
She got a costume on or something.
It's weird.
Oh! Hold on.
Glad I didn't stop the video.
I told her
No,
that,
no.
I told her that too. I'm like, wearing Bucky to a trucking thing.
Yeah, where trucks aren't allowed.
But hey, you know us outlaws. Yeah.
So
Well,
is he, but
we
he got
tried
stuck
getting
there.
the shirt that says I took a big shit at Bucky.
You saw Tim Gentry at Bucky's with Rooster, right? You know Tim Gentry? You guys know Tim Gentry? Gentry and Sons
Oh
Trucking.
yeah. I know Jim. Yeah.
Got a video with him pulling into Bucky's and pulling right up to the door, and Rooster is Peterbilt, shutting down and going there and gets food. But he didn't get 2 shits right there.
Well, the manager told him. Go ahead, Bill.
About what?
The
shirt?
Bucky. No, when you went in there and talked to the manager about the trucking.
Well, I've talked to him a few times.
Oh,
Because the one in Athens, Alabama,
I want to see you put that on.
there's
And,
like a
and
street
I
that
have to
can
have you
park-
get a
you
picture
could
with
park
Bill.
on it, and
Don't even give him a
walk
chance.
inside,
Just
but
put
it's
it
like
on,
a
come around
free-
here and put your. And
free
I don't even want to
walk.
he's on that
give him a
Trucker
choice.
Hates Bucky. Trucker Hates Bucky pod or
There we go.
Facebook
Oh
page.
yeah.
That's gonna be front page.
You gotta put that on the Bucker. Anyway, I got stuck
I'm
in
just
the
gonna
mud
post that on the
and they
fucking
had to pull
Facebook
me
right
out.
now.
The guy that pulled me out swore they were gonna put
Take two, they're small.
truck fuel in that bucket. I said, well, it'll be the first one I'm aware of.
Well, there's one Bucky that's got a Love's across the street, but you gotta walk 6 miles.
No, that's in Calhoun, right?
Yes.
Because that's the one that goes.
Is that where you
What
got
came first, though, the Bucky's or the Love?
Loves
Yeah, the Love's been there a long
So
time.
Bucky's built
right across the street.
Right, literally.
seems
You
like-
get off the exit, you turn right, you go to Love, turn left, you
Yep.
go to the Bucky.
Yep.
I told the guy though, I was like, you are missing out on a lot of business.
But if you go on the Bucky's YouTube page and they do an interview about the owners, he had bad experience with truck drivers. That's why you
You're
don't
gonna
want
have bad experience.
It's true. Like there's a certain amount of people who have ruined it for the rest of us.
Yes. And I like, but I before this, I had a barbecue competition. We did barbecue ribs. Me and Mike's been doing that for 12 years. We know how to make brisket. We know how to make. I went into Bucky's and they're pushing their brisket. I'm like, all right, I'll try it. You know, I've had award winning. I've got,
Yeah.
and the fucking shit is good. Can't bitch. I cannot bitch.
The only thing that makes me mad is they're wasting too much of the fat.
I know
I'm
they.
like,
I
a little on the fat.
yeah.
Man, the guys
But
that's
the-
throwing her away.
Well, they're not. Yeah, but I like good chopped brisket, and it's just like,
Imagine how much brisket one of them.
oh, I know, and I know how much they cost. I bought cases of brisket.
Can you imagine how much what their tickets are for 1 hour on a weekend? I bet they're making.
They're doing Walmart. They got to be doing Walmart
$500
Monday.
or-
Well, when you walk in the door, you can get a job there, and they tell you what. They tell you what I'm going to pay you.
And I think the bathroom crew makes like $28.
They're
yeah.
one of the highest. They're the
Yeah.
highest on the list.
Go mop your
No,
damn.
seriously,
No,
dude.
what
In
these-
your bucket, in your bucket shoes.
we got 900 styles. Make sure they're all
What
clean.
made you think of wearing that? It's comfortable. It's like
Well,
your jammies.
So is the bib overhauls. He found the old truck, but eventually you got to.
You think they got those in our size? You think they got them in our size?
Oh, yeah.
Because they had it up to 2.
Two. You mean four?
Oh, they're bigger though.
got a
because
whole
this is
wall of
what this is small.
I usually wear a medium large.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a 3 or 4 X is fine.
Does it,
Black or red? What do
turn
you
around.
want?
Does it have a tail?
Black or red, mama?
I don't care.
I was going to say, I'm looking at the cat because he's going to wear it.
Yeah.
Oh, there.
She has her own. She just started her own channel on that. So,
What's it called? Bucky's Trucks?
making it pretty.
Oh, making it
Yeah,
pretty.
the at sign, making it
Ah,
pretty.
yeah, I like that.
And she's just got a couple of videos of just took the truck away from me. Wasn't happy with my decision. She just took it away from me.
Yeah.
Just started the channel, so she's new at. She's been helping me career. She knows tools and she knows stuff. But just started working on it. So go easy on it. It's gonna be cool, and we're gonna have that truck here, Crystal, and that truck will be here.
All right. All right. We'll look for it.
We'll probably be with the ATHS guys.
Whatever. Yeah. Yeah. So,
Hey guys, I appreciate it.
No problem, bro.
man.
Seriously. This guy
I mean,
just wants-
we got to do. You got to stick up for everybody. We got to share our love. You know. Yeah.
And I'll shoot you around. If you watch my videos, I'll shoot you around a little bit. See what I can do to help. You know,
We'll be in
a little bit
touch for
for you.
sure.
Hopefully, I can link you guys to.
We're still recording, by the way.
Oh,
Are we?
So the whole Bucky
didn't stop
shaking the ass.
You didn't stop it now?
No, I ain't stopped it.
Hey.
I'll stop it when it stops being interesting.
he likes it, doesn't he? All right, boys. I appreciate you.
Well, hey,
We'll definitely see you again.
Let's go walk into this thing where Dave's saying and see if Mother Truck is there.
Down